The night I heard my parents talking about me, something inside me knew my life was about to change forever. It wasn't just a normal night. At least, it didn't feel like one. I don't even know what woke me up. There was no sound at first, no noise, no reason, just a feeling. The kind of feeling you can't explain, the kind that pulls you out of sleep without warning. I opened my eyes slowly. The room was dark, completely silent. Too silent. I grabbed my phone. 2:30 a.m. That time always feels strange, like the world is paused, like nothing should be happening. And yet, something was. Because that's when I heard it. Voices, very faint, coming from outside my room. At first, I thought I was imagining it, half asleep, confused. But then, I heard it again, clearer this time. Two voices, familiar voices. My parents, talking, at 2:30 a.m. That alone didn't make sense. They never stayed up this late. Never. And even if they did, they wouldn't be talking like that. There was something different in their tone. Something heavy. Something serious. And instantly, I felt it. That feeling again. That something was wrong. Very wrong. I sat up slowly, my heart already beating faster. Not from fear, but from curiosity. The kind that doesn't let you stay still, the kind that pulls you forward even when you shouldn't go. I got out of bed, quietly, carefully. Every movement felt louder than it actually was, like the silence was watching me. I stepped into the hallway. The voices became clearer, more real, more intense. And then, I heard it. My name. Everything stopped. My body froze, my breathing paused. Why were they talking about me? At this hour? In that tone? I moved closer, slow, careful, barely breathing, and then I heard the sentence that changed everything. We can't hide it from them forever. My chest tightened. Hide what? What were they talking about? My mind instantly started searching for answers. But there were none. Only confusion. And fear. My mother's voice came next. Soft. Shaking. They're not ready to know the truth. Truth? What truth? My thoughts were racing now. Faster and faster. Nothing made sense. But I couldn't stop listening. I stepped even closer. And then my father said something that made my stomach drop. If they find out what really happened that night, everything will be over. That night? What night? Why didn't I remember anything? Why did it feel like I was missing something? Something important. My hands started shaking, not from cold, from realization. Because deep down, I knew. This wasn't small. This wasn't normal. This was something big, something dark, something they had hidden for years. And in that moment, a terrifying thought hit me. What if I don't really know my own life? That question alone was enough to change everything. I didn't move. I couldn't. My body felt frozen, like if I made even the smallest sound, everything would disappear. And I needed to hear it. All of it. No matter how bad it was. My mother spoke again, her voice weaker now, more emotional. We promised we would never talk about it again. My father responded immediately, faster than expected, like he had been holding it in. We didn't have a choice. We had to do it. My heart dropped. Do what? What were they hiding? What had they done? My breathing got heavier, louder. I had to control it. If they hurt me, it would be over. But I couldn't leave. Not now. Not when I was this close to the truth. My father's voice changed, lower, regretful. That night changed everything. I felt a chill run through my body. Something about the way he said it felt wrong. Very wrong. We lost control. Lost control? Over what? Over who? And then, my mother said something that made everything stop. We should have told them what really happened to their brother. Brother? My mind went blank, completely blank. I don't have a brother. I never had one, right? Or was that another lie? My chest tightened. My thoughts started collapsing. Because suddenly, nothing made sense anymore. Not my childhood, not my memories, not my family. Everything felt fake. Everything felt incomplete. And then my father said it, the words that shattered everything. It was never supposed to happen like that. It was an accident. Accident? What accident? What had they done? And why did it feel like I was part of it? That thought alone terrified me, because it meant one thing. I wasn't just hearing a secret. I was part of it. And at that moment, I knew I couldn't stay hidden anymore. I needed answers. Now. I walked in. Slowly, but with no hesitation. They both turned instantly, shock on their faces. Because they knew. They knew I heard everything. And for the first time, they had no control. I looked at them, directly, and said, "What did you do?" Silence. Heavy. Uncomfortable. My mother started crying. My father looked away, just like guilty people do. And that's when I knew. This was real. Not a misunderstanding, not confusion. Truth. Dark, hidden truth. And then, they told me everything. Years ago, before I could remember anything, there was someone else. My older brother. He wasn't a story. He wasn't imagination. He was real. And one night, everything changed. There was an argument, a fight, voices raised, things got out of control, and in one moment, one mistake, changed everything forever. It wasn't planned, it wasn't meant to happen, but it did. And after that night, they made a decision to hide it, to bury it, to erase it, and raise me. Like nothing ever happened. Like I was their only child, like the past didn't exist. But the past never disappears. It waits for the right moment. And that night, it found me. I stood there, empty, broken. Because the people I trusted most had lied to me my entire life. And the truth? It didn't just hurt. It changed everything. Forever. Because some secrets are too heavy to carry. But once you hear them, you carry them anyway.